But just as a quick little recap, Hugo Chavez was democratically elected to the presidency of Venezuela in 1998 under the socialist banner. He nationalized Venezuela's oil reserves and provided government support of goods and services for the Venezuelan people, which quickly cut the extreme poverty rate in the country by 15%. According to the Center for Preventive Action in the Council of Foreign Relations, quote, years of economic mismanagement and corruption under Chavez transformed the capably managed state-owned PDVSA oil company into a dysfunctional, corrupt, and bloated institution run by military and political allies that lacked experienced technicians. Chavez also deepened Venezuela's dependence on oil exports, with fuel as a percentage of total exports rising from around 71% in 1998 to nearly 98% in 2013. The collapse of global oil prices in 2014 led to a rapid economic decline. Chavez died in 2013, and his vice president, Nicolas Maduro, took over the presidency and was subsequently elected. His government tried to fix the economic crisis by printing a boatload of money, causing hyperinflation that was projected to hit 10 million% by 2019. Like a bottle of ketchup cost $9, but the monthly minimum wage was $6. This led to widespread anti-government protests, as people were literally starving because they could not afford a loaf of bread. And the country held elections in 2018, and Maduro was declared the winner. 2 weeks later, his election was declared illegitimate, and the opposition leader, Juan Guaido, assumed the office as the interim president. This was during Trump's first term, and Trump, along with Canada and most of the EU, quickly recognized Guaido's legitimacy, leading to a 5-year presidential crisis. Eventually, the opposition against Maduro turned against Guaido when he wasn't able to organize a new election to replace Maduro quickly. Cuba, China, and Russia continued to support Maduro's claim to the presidency, which indicates to you why the US would want someone else, like Guaido, whose Social Democratic Party represents a government more aligned with US interests, in power, and why the US is focused on Venezuela. It's in part a continuation of a long-practiced US government policy of interfering in the affairs of other countries, especially in Latin America, as means of spreading democracy, heavy emphasis on the air quotes, and fighting against the influence of Russia and China in the Western Hemisphere. Despite strong evidence that the opposition candidate won the 2024 presidential election in Venezuela, and strong evidence that the elections were not free nor fair, including electoral fraud, blocking independent election observers, and banning popular opposition candidates from holding office, Nicolas Maduro declared he won the presidency, and the National Electoral Council supported his claim. The United States, Canada, and the EU have not recognized Maduro's claim to the presidency, citing fraud in the election.